Okay, I've never really streamed this on Twitch before, so I'm wondering if this is going to be okay. Actually, before I do anything, I should probably finish configuring the damn thing. I'm an idiot. No time like the present, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I should probably uh, attempt to get the artwork. Actually, no, I don't need to get the artwork done yet. But I do need to get the games in the FPS section up and running. For those wondering what I'm babbling about, I've been digging around with New Retro Arcade Neon, which is it's a really nice front end for MAME and BSNES and BNES, and I'm guessing that's it because there's not a whole lot else. I mean, good effort, but yeah. But yeah, I should probably make sure that all the stuff is intact. Actually, first I gotta head to the restaurant. I'll be back in a moment. Okay. So for those watching the screen and see the notepad file, um, the coin ops listed 1 through 24. I've already got those implemented.
That's
The
good.
ones that are labeled under FPS games. Those are the ones I'm about to add. While I was awake here, did you tell the lovely folks at Twitch as to all the fun, wonderful things you saw in the arcade?
No, I have not, because I wanted to leave that as a surprise.
Ah, okay. It'll be a surprise to me as well, just to be sure that this thing even works.
We'll figure something out. Oh yeah, so like as far as the area gone is, as far as the total areas, has that been expanded on, or is it still basically the same geography?
Uh,
Level layout, that's what I was thinking of.
oh, the map, it's the same. I don't think they'll be updating anything for a while, other than maybe emulator support, because they promised Genesis support, and gosh darn it, Genesis is supposed to do what Nintendo don't.
Yep.
Alright. Name 2014. I don't think there's an image for this game, but let's check anyway. This is another game I plan to stream someday. Really fun game called Surprise Attack.
Well, if we know it's coming, how can it be a surprise?
Dude, work with me here on this. Yeah, I don't think the cabinet arts on this is in this package. Sorry, I kept getting choked up.
Yeah.
Is 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 is. Okay, there is no cabinet art for this game, Surprise Attack. Also, I forgot to add the cabinet art, the custom cabinet art for Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon.
I can picture the kind of art I'd like to see, but I know you could never stream it.
Okay, that's for the front panel. Now for the side panel. Another game I enjoyed playing, Gradius 3. Okay, next one, Rampage World Tour. This was a game I had for the PlayStation. Very funny, a very fun game to have. Especially if you just wanna wreck shit for about an hour. Although I have a feeling there is no cabinet art available for this. But never hurts to find out. Okay, there's the standard Rampage, but there's no World Tour. Okay. I guess I'll have to live with that. FPS 5 game, Jungle King. And finally, Shoplifter. Bah? I was just wondering what that sound was. Ugh. Okay. Uh, Last section. Just to make sure that these actually work. The Game Bros. And it would probably help if I copied the damn games over. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. It would be nice if I had a little bit more time to prepare this kind of thing, but there was issues.
Yeah.
Mostly in terms of not being able to stay awake. Plus, there was that whole thing about my mother dying.
Yeah.
Okay. Game Boy, where are you? Okay, Game Boy Color's out of the way. Now for the Game Boy Advance. Since I'm only limited to 9 games, it really limited my choices for what would go in the bestest arcade ever. And finally, PC Engine, because Turbo Express was a portable console that could play the original PC Engine games. Alright, Splatterhouse, Kadash. Ninja Gaiden. Well, that changes things. It does not support PC Engine games. See, this is what I get for assuming too much. Game number 4, which I believe runs off of, a variation of MGBA, which in and of itself is kind of like an offshoot of Visual Boy Advance. Kind of dicks around with the code, but not really, if that makes any sense. Alright, I should at least test it to see if it works.
Well, only one way to find out.
Only one way indeed. Yeah, by the way, when you're testing a game, when you're going to the preview thing, it makes a customized map, but it's just a big open space with just enough light for the section with the game itself. Yeah. Alright, moment of truth.
Ah, Alleyway. I remember that game. I never remembered ever looking this clear because I kept remembering motion blur on the old Game Boy.
Excuse me, why am I getting an advertisement for a Smash tournament?
I don't know, why are you seeing one?
Oh, because it's an advertisement for Sugar Crisp! I don't even like Sugar Crisp.
You don't? How come?
It's too stale.
Much like
every
bear?
Pretty much. Well, the mascot's okay. Like, I kind of get the whole the chill motif. I just mean like every time I eat it, it just feels like they're stale.
But if you eat the sugar crisp, you'll grow super strong and be able to take on all adversaries.
Well, I can do that already.
Crush all enemies, drive them before you, hear the lamentation of the women, blah 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 blah. You know the drill.
God, that bear! I have not seen that in a long time.
Well, you guys were talking about Channel Awesome earlier. I mean, hell, Sugar Bear was one of Doug Walker's favorite cereal mascots. Hell, I showed that episode recently to one of my coworkers. That
No wonder I recognized that bear. Golden Crisp. I remember that.
Yeah, originally it was Sugar Crisp, and then it was Super Golden Crisp.
Yeah. Didn't most cereals like have sugar in their name somewhere in that time frame?
Because super meant awesome.
Oh god, you actually can move to get into shadow. Game's not backlit. It's like a real Game Boy.
And the fact that it's only lit by the crude neon backlighting. That it's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. On, put the... That's not what I want to do, game. There we go. I was like, put the game down, for God's sakes. Wow, it landed on edge. It's interesting to note. It landed on its edge, it did not break the screen. This is back when Game Boys were made out of lead. Made out of lead, but not lead paint. Okay. But back out of that. Okay, so we know that that works. I do want to look at the cartridges real quick and take a look at what is acceptable, because I was under the impression that you could run pretty much anything that the game supported in terms of Labitra cores, and one of them was for PC Engine games. So I just assumed that it would work under the portable section.
PC Engine. That was that Japanese MXX thing, right?
No, TurboGrafx 16. Bonk's Adventure, Newtopia, Splatterhouse. Issa. I believe Red Fox did one or two of the East games.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was the Oath of Felghana. It's spelled wise. Just pluralize the letter Y. But it's pronounced East. You have to add that little at the end. I knew I saw posters in this section. Okay. What kind of custom posters can I add to this arcade? Because I would like to... I would like to have some posters to go in my arcade. And from the looks of things, the posters are buried in along with the cabinet art, so that's going to be fun to sort through. The Big Lebowski, Billy Madison. You know what? Let's start with Big Lebowski. That's obviously that's a no-brainer.
Yep.
Casino. I'm gonna guess that that's a Splash logo and not an actual poster of Don Patchy. If I don't see a Star Wars poster in here, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Wait, what?
I'm customizing a neon lit arcade. Something that several of us in the Mafia have been wanting to have. Customizing a game center, if you will. Not necessarily just one arcade machine, but many.
Why do I have a nagging feeling of a particular thing?
Okay, I see a Last Action Hero in there.
Oh,
So you're having thoughts of some kind of dread. What's going on, Wheels?
the dread is over because you're just screwing around with your classic games. I thought you had discovered a piece of shit known as Anarchy Arcade.
Anarchy Arcade. What? What's this Anarchy Arcade you speak of?
1 second, I need to look up if I said the name right.
Okay, we see a poster for Alien, poster for Arachnophobia, AV, Batman, Beetlejuice. Okay, Batman's gotta go in there. Also, I have found a section for the posters within the arcade folder. So it is under posters. Okay, Alien has got to go in there. Blade Runner, of course. There was also a well-known Commodore copy guru, some guy who cracked the cassette tapes and made them into floppy disks. One of them, his name was, he actually went by the name Blade Runner. I thought that was kind of funny. He had cracked Agent USA. It's a fun game. Wheel Girl, I highly recommend it.
What game?
Agent USA. You can actually play it on archive.org. It's got a it has a customized version of MESS, which is MAME, but for console games and computer games. Uses the same interface. And there is a simplified interface of MAME that is custom made for archive.org. And Agent USA is up there. Once again, I highly recommend you check it out. It's a fun game. A tad bit on the educational side, but oh, there's a twist. There's a 28 Days Later-esque kind of twist. You are
Zombies.
You're close. Although they may as well be zombies. The idea is that there's this monster called a fuzz bomb that is on the loose. You are a United States special agent tasked with putting an end to the menace caused by this thing called the fuzz bomb, because everybody that comes into contact with it becomes zombified fuzz bodies, and anything they touch turn to fuzz bodies, and it spreads like a virus. You have these crystals that can reverse the process and turn them back to normal people.
Okay.
So, what you have to do is you have to go by train across the United States, get from train station to train station, and in the process you're learning about you're learning a geography.
Well, okay.
But at the same time, you're also managing time. You're managing which direction you're going. You're managing your supply of crystals, because you drop one, you are losing one. But also, if you drop one, you can grow more crystals. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So you have to grow about 100 of those things and then touch the big fuzz bomb, and then bam, you win the game. It's just getting there that's the problem.
Yes. Well. Here's the description, the shortened version description of Anarchy Arcade. Turn your entire digital life into a game. Anarchy Arcade is a 3D desktop that launches shortcuts to absolutely anything you like. Join the anarchy of persistent online metaverse, or remain in your own private reality. Casual in-game building features plus hundreds of thousands of add-ons.
I see. Mishima in the Twitch chat sounds more like Attack of the Plant people. I don't think I ever saw that, but you might not be wrong on that. Ooh, heavy metal. That was a good 80s movie there. Finding some gems in here. Holy shit. See, I was worried I was gonna have to make my own. Because I know absolutely nothing about this DDS file format, which is supposedly a picture format, but I know nothing of this. They Live with Roddy Piper. That's going up on the wall.
What are you looking through all these posters for?
They are going to be going on the walls in my virtual arcade.
What are you? What are you playing? I'm asking.
What am I playing?
Yeah. Since you apparently don't know what Anarchy Arcade is, what is this then?
This is called New Retro Arcade Neon. And I can see I can actually hear the gears attempting to turn in your head. I don't know what to say.
Once you're done searching through your posters, I would like to see this.
I would like to see this too. Okay, let's see. Big Lebowski, Badman, AI, Blade Runner, Commando, Heavy Metal, They Live, First Blood. There's also 2 right by the console, so let's go ahead and get those up. Direct draw source format is what Mishima is saying in the chat. Alright, 2 more. Arachnophobia. That was an interesting movie.
I'm feeling disappointed in this listing.
Why are you disappointed in this listing?
There's no UHF.
Hey, UHF. Maybe it isn't here. Who knows? What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there at 10:30.
10:30. I'll set my alarm for 9. Mishima, that is in fact correct. In fact, it is meant for use with the Oculus Rift. Although you could just play it with a controller and that could work too. I guess whoever came up with this collection of artwork did not think of UHF, because I don't see it here.
I just noticed in one of one of the videos for Anarchy Arcade, somebody apparently the person doing it seemed to have liked UHF. Meh.
Okay, so we have posters, we have Game Boy cartridges, we have NES and Super NES games, and most of all, we have arcade games set up. I figure the tapes and VHS tapes are going to have to come later, as well as the radio station streams. Alright, without any further ado, let's go ahead and exit the configurator and get in this. Oh, well, first I gotta restart Steam because there was an update. I guess they realized what I was up to. Hey Zane, you still with us?
Yep. What do you need?
I need you to be amazed at this virtual arcade I have set up.
Alright.
You will see it in about 1 minute.
Baffled and confused, and
you
I
confuse
want to
easily.
see this.
You confuse easily.
Screw you.
That's about the nicest thing you've said all day.
What? That can't be.
See, whenever I hear that, I take it literally.
Don't tell me you're becoming like Neon.
I ain't gonna say it outright. I'm not that much of a sleaze.
Me, on the other hand, is willing to offer 1 moose for Wheel Girl.
Zon, you say... Don't tell me you're becoming like Neon. Honest, please don't.
I don't think he's ever offered a moose. If he has, I'd be very scared.
No, he hasn't exactly honored the moose, but he has but I'm hoping you're not going to do the passive.
I don't know, with the whole political system going down in the United States, maybe it would offer some safe patches for Americans.
And every American who leaves are a bunch of whiny assholes who can't accept that reality.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Reese? Just enter the goddamn thing already.
Wow. I've never seen you be this direct before. I don't know why I entered the classic one, but I can switch it to the normal one soon.
Doesn't matter.
Odd.
You know what? Let's go ahead and look at both.
Start with the classics.
This is the classic arcade layout, which contains the video games. Complete with 80s style music in the background.
One of your screen's broken. Wait, maybe 2.
This guy over here. That's a test screen. Whenever you start certain games, I think this is a Namco machine. Whenever you plug it in, it goes through its carpet sweep. Kind of a testing phase to test all the characters that it can display. Yeah, there we go.
And also your Defender one looks like it's not like the rest.
Yes, this is Namco Arcade Collection Volume 1. Yeah, it would probably help if I had the splash screen for this game. That way it wouldn't appear off the bat as a broken game.
Yeah, that probably would help.
Oh, yeah.
One of these 3 is not like the others.
However, they all belong.
And the one in question that I'm saying is not like the others is Mappy.
But we love them all the same.
Here's what Mappy what I think it is. Can bite my ass. Oh,
Is-
Galaga can as
is-
well.
Is Mappy what you think it is? What do you think it is?
Something involving a mouse, doors, and one of the many games I've seen way too many times in a plug-in play I used to have that claimed it had 15,000 different games. But mainly was a huge set of games that's repeated over and over.
Well, since you asked for it, here's Mappy.
Well, I kind of did ask for it. Yep, it's exactly what I thought it is. But I didn't know it had an arrangement version like Galaga did.
So is this something you've made, or?
I made the arrangement.
No, you didn't.
I made the arrangement of arcade machines. I did it myself. I provided the ROMs.
Ah, that you did, because when you just said plain arrangement, I was thinking you were claiming mapping, and I was going, hell no, you didn't.
Yeah, I put the ROMs in place. I put the basals in place as well as the marquee.
Well, now your other one that looks like it's broken is Defender.
Yeah, it's just a splash screen. Don't worry about it. But yeah, each and every one of these is interactable. This one still needs to have artwork applied to it. Which one is it?
This one here? Yobo? What the?
This one okay, it's Karnov.
Yo! Bobo! Ah, yeah, this is one you definitely need to get your arty stuff.
Get the map that leads to treasure.
One.
Well, it works. I'm happy with that.
Let's move on and see what else you've tossed in here that might need some fixing at some point to look more like its cabinet.
To look presentable, yes. I think this is one of them.
New Retro Arcade. That means you haven't. There's one empty one.
This one is Mr. Driller.
You need a whole bunch of stuff because it doesn't even look like a Mr. Driller cabinet.
I have to say it's a little hard doing this with an analog stick and not the D-pad. I mean, I'll have to get used to it, but just for the record that it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, well, let's see what else you got.
Glove. The definite arcade RPG. What are you talking about here?
Wait, what?
Oh, this is the Sailor Moon cabinet. Okay. I just got through looking at the marquee.
Oh,
wait.
I love this game.
What?
Yes, there is a Sailor Moon arcade game.
Huh.
You didn't know?
I barely know anything about anime that have been turned into video games, so sorry.
Okay, can I set this to free play? Yes, I can.
So, what you want? What you be playing as? This is the beat 'em up.
I think I will let the chat room decide.
Can I see the options?
How familiar are you with Sailor Moon?
I want to see. Not very.
Mishima, you're saying there are several Sailor Moon arcade games? Okay, if that's the case, this is the Pretty Soldier game.
The only one that probably made it to America.
This one didn't even make it to America.
It made it to English at least, so it means the UK got a hold of it.
Yep. Didn't mean to press start, but okay, whatever.
So you selected your character?
Okay, not a problem. I can always reset the game. Kiri, I don't know who Minako is.
Insert inner solar system joke here.
Sailor Venus.
Venus? Okay, that's all I needed to know. I didn't watch the show.
So basically we have the inner planets plus Jupiter as your only options.
Yeah, just the initial Sailor Scouts.
No lovely lesbian Neptune.
With Pluto? Was it?
I guess that was the special move I just did, so I guess I wasted a special move? I don't know.
Thank you for talking to me?
Who? What? Huh?
That's what you get for not knowing the anime. You're less confused. Like me.
Well, it's nice to know she has an A and B button that can do a spin attack.
I don't know what your thought is, dude, but there was a live action version I had stumbled across.
Not surprising.
Yeah, in Japan they made a live action version of Sailor Moon.
Quite a few, if memory serves.
At least it's not as weird as Ace Attorney getting an all-female musical version.
I don't know what just happened.
Well, let's just move on before our battle list reaches maximum what the hell.
You're right, I should move on. So we also have, even though it says Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition on the screen, and even though it says Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the marquee, this is actually Hyper Street Fighter 2, the 20th, actually no, it was the 15th anniversary edition, versus Super Mario Brothers, which is the coin-op, of course. Tekken 2, a game that I can legitimately say that I own, because I have the PCB sitting under my bed until such time as I can get a cabinet built for it.
Nice, nice.
I have no idea.
What's version B, by the way?
It was a revision as far as I know. I don't know I don't know the differences.
Here's an abandoned one in the back that's empty.
It's good to know that the posters are here. There's Heavy Metal. There's They Live. Oh, the bowling alley.
Heavy Metal, one of the weirdest movies you'll ever see.
It wasn't weird. I enjoyed it.
Well, and They Live. Recently, some asses took it into meaning some form of almost commentary thing about evil Jewish people or something. I think he just flung a ball somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it went.
Strike!
And now we know how far behind Wheel Girl is. Wait. Did the ball disappear? I am so angry I'm going to go smoke. Oh, there's the ball. Well, at least I showed that one pin who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what happens if I actually cross the foul line? Nothing! does not count as a foul, so fuck it.
Key away to victory.
Just get close
Well.
and personal and... Well, okay, I missed. How could I miss at that range? Yeah. Of course, this is the first time I ever tried up close and personal bowling.
And you threw it right in the hole, dude.
I just said that.
Well, one nice thing is there's no laser sensor to tell you you've gone over the line.
Well.
One of these days, I hope they implement the function of being able to drink that stuff.
That's a poor shit. Wow. That's a nice way to refer to Coors Light. Hey, look, Game Boy.
A Game Boy with no game in it.
Well, you didn't think this far.
This is true.
Can we see the other version of the arcade now?
In a moment, I'm going to check the rest of this place.
Fair enough.
See if I'm missing something.
So far, it doesn't look like you have, because all I saw was something you weren't prepared for and something that looks like it's an extra.
Also, do you see what I see, Kiri?
Maybe. I just saw the pin resetter go up. You got 2 pins left.
Okay. Eventually, I'm going to go into a hallway and look at a phone. Once you see it, you may or may not shit bricks.
AT&C. Huh.
Nice.
So these people must be connected to whoever made Hotline Miami, huh?
I'm curious about the pizza number.
Okay, supposedly there's a phone in here. I'm going to try and hang it up.
Try dialing the number, see what you get.
I can't. The phone's not in there.
When you
It's
find
all-
the phone, dial it, the number.
That is a very good idea. And here's something else you can do. Yes. Darts.
Yay!
Who doesn't like playing darts? Especially up close and personal.
Alright.
I'm not seeing a phone anywhere, do you?
No.
Although it might help if I turn the flashlight on and actually look around.
Wait, what was that?
What was that on what?
Nothing.
Okay.
G.I. Joe!
Oh, that felt
Felt good.
That felt very good.
Is that a tasty and meaty?
Aha! I found the phone. And apparently all I can do with it is throw it away.
That's disappointing.
Achievement unlocked. Can you hear me now?
Huh. Hey, what exactly did the Mountain Dew call itself in this game?
I don't know. I do not know, but we'll find out in a moment when I switch to the new Neon Arcade. By the way, Real Girl, here's another game you can play. Basketball.
Whoa!
Yeah, woo. That's awesome.
At least it's a complete one, unlike the bullshit one in Anarchy Arcade.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that and move over to the new one. The new Retro Arcade Neon. Hilltop View.
Pepe!
Pepe indeed. And of course there's change machines in case you come in with nothing but bills.
Right.
So here's the new arcade. With a couple corridors here and there. Let's go ahead and start with the fun zone.
First up, wait.
Starting off with the boombox. If I can just figure out a way to shut the boombox off, that would be nice. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it out here just to minimize the music. Because I don't think they implemented volume controls for that yet.
Probably not.
Probably not. Alright, let's see, there's cassette tapes all over the place. One of these days I'll actually get the hang of this thing. But this is not one of those days.
Can we?
I still don't know what this is. I'm guessing it's a glow stick.
Can we move on?
I'll think about it. Okay, there's the basketball game. One of the newer additions, skee ball. Come on. I just want to touch it inappropriately.
What the hell is that robot doing?
It's a robot with a cassette player inside of it.
Huh?
Yeah.
The conversions can't be that tired of thinking.
Not sure what kind of robot it is, but it
Looks like
does
it's a knockoff of Rob.
well,
My job is secure. No one else wants
here's the thing. Rob was never a cassette player.
So it's still got. That's the best thing I can come close.
Yeah, didn't think it was like a game or something?
more maximum attention.
2 games at least here. We don't know about how well it went over in Japan.
It was like a default, and I think there was one about astronomy.
I don't know what you're talking about because I don't remember one about astronomy. I do remember one that about the fusing bombs.
Okay, we're talking about two different things then.
I was talking about Rob. What were you talking about?
That was like another kind of like a Rob robot thing that did use cassettes, and basically is like for like a game between people.
Hmm.
More maximum attention.
And basically it would ask questions, you answer them, blah blah blah.
My job is secure. No one else wants it.
One day I will figure out how to aim this thing. And of course there's the bowling alley. Another Game Boy. There's about 9 of these things laying around. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. Oh, landed on the floor somewhere. Oh well. There's also whack-a-mole. 270, not bad.
Moving right along.
Put your money where your mouth is, son. Put your money where your mouth is, son. Not fast enough. Nowhere near fast enough. Is that you done already? Is that you done already? Not fast enough. Nowhere near fast enough. Surely you can do better than that. Yeah, that's it. Hit harder. Hit harder.
I still have no idea how to play that properly. I mean, it just seems like I'm button mashing on it and it's doing nothing, but on occasion it'll act like I'm really hitting it.
Okay, move onwards.
Moo, moo. Are you a cow? Moo. Yeah. Let's see, there's Joust, there's Thunderblade, WWF WrestleFest, Asteroids Deluxe. Oh, I almost forgot about these guys. These are the ones I just got through installing. Radius 3. One of these is a surprise attack. I'm guessing this one is not. Aimbot is a custom-made game that is made just for this game. Choplifter, classic by Sega. Jungle King. I'll go ahead and play Jungle King for a couple of seconds.
If I'm correct,
Do you feel like you're correct?
For maximum attention, nothing beats a good mistake.
oh, this game sucks.
Well, it's from the 80s, man.
Yeah, man.
When a game came out cannot help its quality or lack of thereof.
Kind of reminds you a bit of Pitfall.
Yeah, it was. Wait, what? Huh?
Huh? What? Huh? What?
How did we go from blonde to? How did we go from blonde from black hair.
Different person. Besides, we played a game where you're an inner tuber and you go through hell in time and space.
Ah, the 3D rampage. Sweet.
You're really gonna question a simple hair change?
Yes, I'm going to question the fact that clothes and hair change because most games don't have your character you're controlling change like that. Why are you far away from the screen of the game?
That's my normal view. It just gives me the option to zoom in.
Wouldn't zooming in be better?
Well, this is kind of like what it was when you were in the arcade. You weren't, like, eyeing it.
Hello, world. How are you living? What are you?
Oh, it's nice to know that game works. Okay, moving on.
But you still need inserted screen stuff because nobody can tell that it was Rampage World Tour.
Well, the game itself works. That's what counts.
Well, yeah. Which one is this one? Not Shoplift, the other one. The other unknowner.
Probably Surprise Attack.
And you are correct.
Well, the game itself works.
Yes. I hope you're keeping a list of ones you need to add their stuff to the game.
I've already got the list taken care of. It's just a matter of what I can find.
Right.
I see. Check. Okay. What if I reboot the game? Would it work fine then? It's still wanting to do an IC check. Okay, I'm gonna have to replace that with another version because that one does not want to work. At least that's the impression I'm getting.
More back there. Let's see what's back there.
Okay, that's the entrance. Another heavy metal poster. Okay, over here, this is a fun little section. This is a bar. Complete with tables and a couple more arcade games. And Game Boy game. Which Game Boy game? Let's find out. It has no game in it.
Well, you haven't loaded them in yet.
That is correct. There are 5 Game Boy games that have no games in them. And that was one of the 5.
For now.
For now. Yes, indeed.
Really? Yeah. Jägermeister and Absolute Vodka? Your bar sucks. Another one you need to find a better screen for. Is this a sequel to Contra or something?
Yep.
It works.
Please continue.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Contra requires some precise aiming, and it's kind of hard to do that with an analog stick.
Well, can we find out what other game? Let's look around and see what other games we have that need some updating.
Now this is kind of an unknown. I discovered it by accident while I was going to my local Pizza Hut back when it still had arcade games.
A pissed off version of Frogger?
No.
Well, yeah, this one needs an update because the screen looks like somebody made a version of Frogger where the Frogger is pissed and has a gun.
I think that was a real game.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello!
Before I say anything else, sorry about what happened, Reese.
Thank you.
And I still love your podcast, no matter what you idiots do.
Oh, so I guess you heard the end part. I'm like, okay, the last few minutes we have nothing to do with. This is on douchebag Dave all the way.
I haven't got there, but I now will go listen to hear this little piece of sanity you had in this episode.
Piece of insanity. I think every episode just insanity for 2 hours with me just hitting record.
You guys seem to be able to keep track on enough level to keep it on talking about the wrestling and wrestlers instead of wandering off deeply into conversations about about a bunch of random topics that don't have to do with wrestling.
Mostly because we use notes. Trust me, we do the random topics before and after the show. During the show, we just say, okay, well, here are the notes. Let's try to stick to this. And I emphasize on the word try because we half the time fail anyway. But I'm glad you enjoy it. If one person enjoys it, then that makes every episode worthwhile. And now I shall fold my laundry, and then play more Zelda. And sooner or later find the CD for my old Roxio capture card. I think I know where it is now. So maybe I can start streaming Blaster Master in the next couple of days.
The NES game or the upcoming reboot?
The Blaster Master Zero came out, well, now yesterday.
I wish I could play that. Yeah, I was not a fortunate one. I could not get a Switch.
And if you have 3DS, you need specific hardware to stream off that. That had a fun day at work.
You did.
Yeah, we call it Pocketbook Bandit. Like, the director came out personally to make sure this bitch was going down. Well, it's not because she's just because she's a pocketbook bandit, but she also assaulted the last customer she stole from, as in punched her in the face to take her pocketbook. And since she's already a trespasser anyway, yeah, he wanted to make absolutely sure this chick was going to jail.
That works.
And of course we call up to her, and she's like, I didn't do anything, I paid for all this stuff. Ma'am, you're trespassing. But I didn't do anything. But you're trespassing. And that's illegal. But I didn't steal anything.
Don't matter.
You're still trespassing. You know you're banned from the mall, right? Yeah? Then you're trespassing. But I just came to pick up a sweatsuit. You're not allowed in the building.
But I didn't steal anything. Not this time.
But you're still banned from the building.
But I'm just trying to get into that store.
Yeah, because you're gonna drop another pocketbook. You're banned from the building.
Okay,
Can't prove that.
Okay, I wasn't expecting your insane character to be a MGTOW type.
Say again?
I was saying, I was expecting something. I listened to it and started off like I expected something very sexist, and it turned out to be something more akin with a lot of the insane thing coming out of MGTOW types blabber about being able to be on their own. They don't need no goddamn woman.
Yeah, and I'm the dick that put up the I'm gay card as soon as he started it.
Well, if you're wondering what
Sad
MGTOW
thing
means,
is that was Lou's suggestion, so I just kept going with it.
the MGTOW thing, if you don't know what MGTOW means, it means men making it on their own or something of that sort.
And then this weekend I have to watch the original WrestleMania for the show. The next week I have to watch the very first main event for the show.
You don't sound too happy. What's the first ever
No,
WrestleMania?
I'm just thinking about the time I have to do it. Then I just realized, well, wait, on Sunday I get off at 8, so I can watch it then. Because for somehow, this is my weird ass schedule currently. I work Thursday 4 to 12, Friday and Saturday 2 to 10, which I have no problem with, Sunday 12 to 8, which the only problem I have with is the morning shift supervisor, which I have to deal with for the first half, is a complete psychopath. Monday I'm off, then Tuesday come back 4 to 12, and then Wednesday I'm off.
Okay, what I'm going. Okay. Whew.
My job is weird.
Yep, and from what you described, you get to deal with the idiots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, that circular logic went between me, the cop that was with me, and that lady for about 5 minutes.
I'm
So
sitting
it was
here.
an accurate recreation of what we were
I have
doing.
a question.
Pretty much.
I have a question. When was the first WrestleMania?
1986, 1985, I think.
Yeah, and we have a show idea you'll be interested in, Reese, soon. One of these episodes, we're going to talk about wrestling video games.
Oh, nice.
Hmm. Now that reminds
Wrestling
me of.
video games. Hang on, hang on. Brainstorm.
I
Brainstorm.
got.
Well,
Wait.
technically, Yellow is a game reviewer, and I'm a game streamer, so at least you have two people that know the subject.
Aw.
No, what are you about to say, Reese?
I was about to play WrestleFest on my virtual arcade and it crashed the game.
Nah.
Oh. Is it
Still
you brought that
discovering
your.
still discovering bugs. Oh wow.
Life is the eternal classroom. It just matters of whether or not you're willing to look at the chalkboard for 5 minutes a day.
Apparently the game room does not like WWF WrestleFest.
I'm kind of sad that game never got ported to a proper console. I know they had the remake, but that was also on the death throes of THQ, so...
And submitting bug report.
And even that game never got ported to console. It only stuck on Android because, well, like I said, that's the death throes of THQ.
Yeah, Mishima, yeah, definitely a lack of debug systems. They've been working on this game for well around a year now, and they still haven't they still haven't fixed the debug system. What's up with these people? I don't know. I just don't know. I think they spent all the time I think they spent all the time working on trying to get the console games up and running and not not perfecting
The MAME and arcade units.
yeah, that. Speaking of which, there was two more sections I hadn't gotten to yet, so I'll go ahead and do that now. As soon as I throw away this shitty can of Surge. Surge was a 90s thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a soda.
I mean, I know it was a thing. I just can't remember if it was a early 90s or a late 90s thing.
I don't know. I just remember it was definitely the 90s.
Yeah.
So
And
anyway,
now stuff I should
anyway,
and now
that
stuff
was
I should
the
prop.
bar.
Is that an NCW game?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Ty.
I said, now stuff I should probably write down as soon as I finish folding these. This just popped in my head. This week's episode of Hastily Kayfabe Recap is brought to you by Arrogance. For when you want to tell the room that, yes, I am a supermodel, Arrogance, the latest cologne from Rick Martel. If
What?
anyone got the joke, you get 3 points.
Warning, aim away from face.
Aim at your face.
Aim away from your face, otherwise you get blinded for 4 weeks.
Oh, okay, so aim at your body then.
Yes.
Well,
It also comes in a nice atomizer to make sure for maximum coverage.
Ooh, all nice and tingly then.
So here is the here's the last two rooms in this virtual arcade. By the way, Ty, this is called New Retro Arcade Neon. You can get it on Steam for about $15, I think. And
Give me a minute for my TV to warm up so I can actually view your thingy. There we go.
oh, in that case, I better go back to the entrance just so I can show it to you. Going back to the start.
side note, I double checked and I think I actually found a wrestler that's also a gamer.
Xavier Woods,
Shelton Benjamin.
No,
half
no,
the WWE locker room.
no.
Oh no! Vince banned that.
Okay, okay, let me put it this way.
So the only time
No.
they can play games is on Up, Down, Down.
I would suspect either at WWF Access or when they're at home.
Okay, let me put it this way.
I'm about to say Up, Down, Down is WWF's YouTube sponsored gaming channel. Is sponsored
Okay,
by
listen.
WWF.
Only when
Okay,
they're on camera.
Okay, let me
Let's like a wheel girl against Dollhouse. Go ahead.
Okay, let me fix that. I didn't know about all of that. I only knew about this one British guy because of a collaboration with Guru Larry.
Ah.
Ashton.
No. I don't think Ashton's a...
Oh, by the way, cool 80s entrance.
Oh, thank you.
But I don't think Ashton's a wrestler, so it doesn't count. I'm talking about his gaming channel is referred to as Top Hat Gaming. The particular British wrestler is called Richard Parliament.
This just feels like walking to an 80s arcade.
That was the whole idea.
I know.
You missed the actual one that felt more 80s. That was the classic.
And I guess they're still fresh. They're still being worked on.
Okay,
Yeah.
that particular game is not available for you. For now. Maybe.
For now.
And this looks like it's out of freaking Tron.
We suspect that this was made by the same people who created the game Hotline Miami.
Yeah. Okay,
Why'd you go through the classic one if you're just gonna leave?
because I wanted to go to the neon one, and it turns out, oh, the triggers on my controller have turbo functions, apparently.
Well, that's nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
You can't have your WrestleMania at the moment.
Yabo, Golden Axe, Joust.
Yabu's not the real game.
That is true.
Is that NBA Jam over there?
No.
Oh, that's the menu screen. G.I. Joe.
It's apparently not synced up right. Dude, you need to fix the one for this one because I think you offset it in an awkward way.
Well, yeah, because it's a full screen and not a vertical.
Indented.
It's not a vertical monitor game.
Are you?
As you can see, Roadblock
Okay.
does not fuck around.
I'm staring at a comment that said that Diablo, the first Diablo apparently had an arcade version.
I do not know that, nor can I confirm that. Mostly because I am too busy trying to shoot things.
Shoot, pew pew.
Everything.
I'll be back in a
dies.
few minutes. As soon as they put these clothes away, I'm gonna go make some burgers for dinner.
Okay.
Blow everything up!
Yeah, this would be your type of game, little girl.
I don't know.
Let nothing survive.
Well... Reese, I do have a multiplayer game now.
Ooh, which one?
I didn't know at the time when I first got it, it was, but I got the game Verdun.
We're done? I never heard of that one.
It's a World
It's-
War One game.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard it was. If you, I heard it was a very good one for World War One. This by Battlefield 1 aside, but everybody talked about it before I heard of. Never mentioned it was multiplayer, so when I went in to take a look, I'm like, oh, this has a very co-op-y thing, and lo and behold, Curie also has this game, which might make things fun. This one's kind of weird.
What's weird?
It makes it look like you're both moving and not moving at the same time, because everything in the foreground moves closer, but the background remains constant.
So here's the movie room, complete with snack bar and Peppy machine.
We know it's Pepsi. Just taking away the S does not hide which company you're trying to reference. I wonder what's on the videotapes.
It's all the same thing.
Which is?
You'll see in a second. I remember the good old days of VCRs.
Yep, I remember him. Still have one. Still works.
Well, so pretty much a trailer of their arcade thing.
Yeah, what it's actually doing is pulling the it's pulling a YouTube video.
You said everyone's the same, and it's basically their trailer, huh?
Yeah, for now, that's all that there is.
I bet you'll find some to screw around with later.
I've got a couple of candidates.
Like what?
I'm not going to spoil it just yet. Come on.
What? How is this? Is this a spoiler?
Because eventually I'm going to host parties in here. Another little feature of this new neon map, an air hockey table.
Zombie Problem 2. Are all these fake? Are all the ones that are like fake games real? Real games?
Two of them are.
Which two?
Well, you're about to see one. Yeah. This time around, there are now 2 dartboards.
That was fast.
So yeah, I decided just to make some sandwiches instead. Didn't feel like cooking.
I
Yeah.
hear you. So this is the VIP lounge of the game room. Has an air hockey table, a bunch of newspaper clippings.
Dots.
And it looks like they're all pulled from real newspapers, because I saw one by the Associated Press. Cyberpunk Dogma gave Billy Idol a focus for his new album, which became a letter of the future to his 4-year-old son. It took
It
my
did.
music in a new dimension. I wanted to take my life in a new dimension. The punk rocker known for his bleached hair and sneer. Like what Lincoln said, the better angels of our nature. It's great to see those and not the lowest demons, Idol said of the album, which contains a song condemning the riots in Los Angeles last year. So this was from '92, I think. Because I think they're talking about the LA riots.
Oh.
It may not be defined yet in some dictionaries, but cyberpunk has become an underground subculture, and Idol is excited about the range of freedoms it can create. Formed from the word cybernetics, the science of human control systems, electronic systems, and punk, a hoodlum. Its ideology encompasses music, art, and cutting-edge technology. Blah, blah, blah. It's about Billy Idol and the whole cyberpunk revolution.
Somewhere the
arcades,
author is disappointed.
Video game arcades cause controversy.
Okay. Details?
Well, let's see. They're talking about how arcades are hangouts for trouble-prone youths who loiter around.
So pretty much
businesses.
a form of the complaint that video games are corrupting our youth. So it's been around basically since the beginning. Great.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really seem like that. It's just more a case of troubled kids tend to hang out in these areas.
Yeah, but this is the bull down complaint that's been going around forever in all sorts of forms.
And this is an article about the this newfangled thing called virtual reality,
which now has come back, but we don't know if it will go far.
Well, keep in mind, the technology just wasn't there yet at the time, but they were.
I'm talking about right now.
Waters.
I'm talking about right now, sir.
In the 80s, they were trying virtual reality. It just wasn't there yet compared to today.
Yeah, but will it go far in today is what I was asking. I said,
unless any of us have a crystal ball, we won't know. And if we did, we're wasting our time here. We should be getting our lottery tickets ready.
I said, and it has returned, but we won't know. Don't know if it'll go far, is what I said. You all interpreted it like it was the 80s.
My God, remember when the Atari 2600 was $140? And a blank VHS tape. Let's see, there was I'm guessing that's a T60, that's a 60-minute VHS tape. went for about $10.88.
Oh, finding a VHS recorder that will record? Forget it.
By Panasonic, starting at $599.98.
Because think about it, back then you either have VHS, Betamax, maybe you were super rich and got Laserdisc, but other than that,
Laserdisc, well, the true loser, but in the end, the true loser was Betamax because nobody really remembers Betamax.
it's the same thing as the format wars between HD DVDs and Blu-rays.
Here's the truth. Here's the real truth. The first form to accept porn will always be the winner.
Sad but true.
Didn't they both come out at the same time? VHS, well, no, not VHS, but HD DVD and Blu-ray.
The HD DVD was like had a 2 or 3 year gap before Blu-ray came out. I think.
But main draw at the time was that Xbox 360 ran with it, and then Blu-ray came in and just some reason smoked it out. I guess the people who did HD DVDs didn't like smutty stuff, and Sony learned its lesson and went, "Yes, we'll allow the porn if he'll let us live."
I'm sorry. It feels like I'm ignoring Mishima in the chat. Let's see. Why there are generic arcade machines? It's more of not getting sued for copyright infringement. I agree. So how long until you figure out how to force it to play your own movies? Well, keep in mind, it only reads YouTube URLs. So it mostly depends on if there are any YouTube movies that are freely available. To be fair, it is somewhat true, but not as they make it out. Okay, he's talking about virtual reality. Still isn't really there now. I agree because, well, this game still crashes.
Probably be another year or so before it's fully ready.
If it gets used for medical field VR, will be around for years. If it doesn't and stays, then it will die again. Then people figured out how to jerry-rig the normal VHS and tapes to record. HD DVD was also way too expensive to be feasible. Yeah, I can attest to this because my brother had an HD DVD player.
Well, hey, I got a question. Is this Neon thing in early access or something?
No, it's been out for a year.
That still doesn't answer if it's still in early access.
No.
It's not early access.
So it's up in the air if they'll ever truly add anything.
As far as I know, they're still working on it. They've got a freely open dev page to where they're looking at where they're addressing the bugs, and you can look at what they're addressing. I forget what the name of the service was, but it's that type where we have all those cards up and it shows what they're looking at in terms of bugs and known issues, that kind of thing.
Okay,
Anyway,
I got this.
Back to the newspapers.
I got distracted a bit from your talking because I'm staring at the Blade Runner one that says, "A loader movie without cutting edge." Wait, what?
Starring not Han Solo. Synthesizers inventor poised to launch new electronic wave. Robert Bob Moog tests a circuit board for a synthesizer in his small Asheville, North Carolina office. Nearly 27 years after building his first compact music synthesizer, Moog has regained the rights to his name and started Big Briar Inc. to build and sell a new line of high-end devices. Huh. I wonder if they only had the rights to pull articles from the AP. Okay, there is no way I can read this article. That text is just way too small. But it's about, let's see, new wave sound, difficult to define. There's the king bees. There's somebody else, some guy holding a girl. Yeah, I can't read it. Moving on.
It's all about new wave and keep something about Michael Jackson at the bottom.
Video games of future to be played by phone.
If that has
If
to be a
only
mock,
they knew.
that has to be a mock article. That one can't be a real one.
Popular mechanics.
God damn.
If only they knew how right they were going to be.
And I
The
bet
hot-
how wrong. I bet, and also I bet how wrong because they never predicted the free-to-play bullshit.
The hottest new contenders are the Sega Genesis system and TurboGrafx 16 from NEC. Of the two, Genesis is more advanced. Genesis used the same 16-bit technology found in arcade games and the Motorola 68000 microprocessor used by Apple Macintosh computer. Conventional video games like Nintendo or Sega's previous system use 8-bit digital processing. Genesis lists for $189, about $100 more than 8-bit systems. Genesis offers
You have to remember that the
$512.
Genesis came out. You have to remember that the Genesis came out for direct competition against regular Nintendo.
Yep.
And
And about
the Nintendo went, let's go Super!
about 1 year later, the Super Famicom was released.
Called it.
Now, it says nothing about phones, but there is no but. It just does not say anything about phones. Virtual reality. Now you live it, now you don't. Once again, the quality is a little too low. I can't really read it.
And I got an image of now. Part of it might be yelling about the guy damn philosophy experiment called the Experience Machine.
Senator wants state to regulate virtual reality's commercial use. Violence will further hurt kids.
What are you
And
talking about?
Somebody in Tacoma, Washington. I don't know when this was, by the way, but it is a newspaper clipping. They've been using legit sources so far.
Late
So
80s,
there you-
early 90s, maybe?
So there you are, gun in hand, wandering around on a futuristic 3D chessboard. Suddenly a man in white steps from behind a gothic-looking column and shoots at you. You blast him back. Disassemble him a few more times, and you've earned the right to take a shot at a flying pterodactyl. Sound like another ho-hum video action game? Not this time, Mortal Combatants. Okay, this came out in 92, I think. This newspaper article.
probably, and also I got in my head, and if the person who wrote this article could see virtual reality right now.
It's a game called Dactyl Nightmare, and it's frightening. It's frightening some grown men. State Senator Phil Talmadge. No, it's Talmadge. Talmadge. Democrat Seattle wants the state to regulate the commercial use of virtual technology, making Washington the first state to put some restrictions on the rapidly developing industry. Talmadge is worried that virtual reality, already used to train pilots and surgeons, will make games so realistic that kids will become even more desensitized to violence and become even more violent themselves.
Bullshit! And look at the resurgence. There's less the games being screwed around are less action oriented, more insane little wackiness like Job Simulator and this weird game that involved the guy who does the voice for Rick and Morty called Accounting.
Inside Montreal's House of Horrors. CIA funded. This is by The Nation magazine, by the way. CIA funded psychiatrists turned patients into brainwash victims.
Gladius?
After electroshock erased memory, patients were given LSD and reprogrammed to modify their behavior. Recurring dream, frightening reminder of real-life nightmare. Good God. Whoa, back away from that now. So here's a couple more things in the VIP room. There's a couple of random things here and there. You know, there's supposed to be supposed to be an achievement where you throw away all the trash. Okay, I was gonna say where the beer ball go? It just, I don't know anymore. Fuck it, in the trash you go. I am guessing you're trash. I was never much of a smoker.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're a
For
cup. You go in trash.
For some reason, these guys really hate Coors Light beer. He calls it poor shit.
He did indeed.
Well, have you ever had Coors Light?
No, but I know, but I know if it's kind of like Bud Light, Coors Light, Budweiser, and such are the shittiest beers out there. Is that Punch-Out?
Yes,
Let's see if it actually works.
Well, it didn't crash the game. Yeah, the arcade front end, so it should be working fine.
So,
from what I understand, Coors is piss. I can't agree or disagree.
I can't agree. Everybody hates the American Light Lager. Except for people who just want to get drunk and don't care about flavor.
Oh, Little Mac.
Now I got images of a moment of a behind the scene thing of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U / 3DS, where Lil Mac goes, "Wait, where'd you find?" It's Mac finding Mario, and they just going like, "Wait, weren't you the referee at one of my boxing matches at one time?"
Okay, this is gonna be really difficult doing this with an analog stick. If I can make it to Bald Bowl, that would be nice, but I'm not expecting to be able to make it.
Good night.
Good night.
Mazed? Or somebody else? Who was leaving?
Zonraiser.
Oh, okay. Since I'm doing this on a PS4 pad, I'm accidentally hitting the touchpad, which is zooming the whole thing out.
But you're still being amazing, so I don't care.
Aw, you think I'm amazing. Well, to be fair, I don't consider myself amazing.
I like how the Zelda game pretty much all but tells you, look, you did the job, now you're gonna get ready for a boss fight.
Ah. Yeah, I need the D-pad for this. This just isn't working. Okay, what? Okay, it's the X button. I was like, what ejects the game? There we go. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, I will try River City Ransom in a moment, but first, let's see if Super Punch-Out works. Looks like it. So the D-pad works, but only to go up and down.
Of course you do. Drop the old fart into the boxing ring.
You're questioning the rules of the WVBA, Wheel Girl? Seriously? This is the same organization that allows someone to use kicks. Everybody has to be at least 200 pounds heavier than you. Weapons, not a problem.
Magic powers.
Of course, just bring it all in.
I thought they would have at least one standard and not use old men.
You
Standards? If you could put on a pair of gloves, you could fight. That's the WVBA rules.
You forgot to mention one other thing. No weight class.
Actually, I did. I said your opponents could be up to 200 pounds heavier than you.
That reminds me of a part of a Dorkly video where bosses were smart, and Mike Tyson and the main boss for Punch Out points out, wait, I'm actually disqualified. He's not even the same weight class as me.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, think about it. Half the people at Punch Out would be either super heavyweights, or at least Lil Mac will be a featherweight at best.
If even.
Because let me think.
Weighs like 40, 50 pounds.
I think he's like 100. I'm using the Wii U weight. I think he's like 120. So the only people I can see him fighting is Glass Joe, Von Kaiser, Do Flamenco. I think that's it. Everybody else will either be considered heavyweights or super heavyweights.
Oh, you forgot to add one.
Oh, Disco Kid. That's right.
I was going to also add Sir Gabby J in the stats list as well from this game.
And Aaron Ryan from Part 2, I think they're both in the same weight class. No, actually, no, Aaron Ryan will be considered a light heavyweight, so no.
Okay, I'm hearing thumps. I'll be back in a moment.
I have a question. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here.
Who do we know? We just have we had a funny recent death battle. Who do we between Scrooge McDuck and Shovel Knight?
I saw it already, Wheel Girl.
Ah, I don't know. I didn't know if you watch or not. My bad. Well, the next one's going to be Venom versus Bane.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
I'm back.
Here's an interesting question that just passed by. Who'd win an eating contest between Goku, Luffy, or Naruto?
Naruto mostly eats ramen, so he'd lose first. And Luffy eventually has a limit of how much he can physically eat, so I'd say Goku. Since he seems to have been the only one with a black hole over his stomach.
enough to ensure that human beings, or through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
So, Ty,
My job is secure. No one else wants it.
I'm
Do you
here,
remember-
just
do you remember seeing something like this? You'll see it in a
Yeah.
moment.
the robot. Yeah, there's one in my job. I think is trying to take over.
Is it haunted here?
Wasn't there something like this in the late 80s, early 90s?
If we're talking about short circuit, or I forgot the other robot. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I know I saw something like this before, I just don't remember what it's called.
For maximum attention, nothing leads to good mistake. The zero surgical arm, by the long face.
Tiger 2XL, that was it. That's what I might be thinking of.
Ah.
$48. And it just looked like it.
Hey, we were kids in the 80s. $48. What's still a lot of money?
Yep.
I have a question, Reese. Are you gonna add Game Boy games to this?
Well, it has Alleyway.
Alleyway, Crystallis, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
I asked if you're going to add them.
I don't know which ones to add. I just never thought that far ahead.
I would probably add one of the Super Mario Land games. Oops.
Indeed.
Where did most of the basketballs go?
I don't know.
Stop flinging the fling out there, dumbass. Turn around and then you'll find a bunch of them. You didn't even mark a war. Ooh, nice shot. Well, now you lost. It's not gonna work.
How do you know?
We just saw it bounce off the screen.
There's actually an achievement for bowling a perfect 300.
Good luck on that one.
Alright. Hey, come here.
What?
Everyone else wants it.
Is it a monkey?
No, it's a basketball.
Well, you had thrown all the basketballs in the thing all over the place, so I'm not too surprised to find a few over at the bowling thing anymore. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, dude.
Why not?
If it gets stuck in the machinery, it's your goddamn fault.
I see no reason why it shouldn't work. No reason at all. Wow, bounced right over the pins. Come on, you gotta at least spit the balls out the thing. I don't care if they bounce.
Exactly as such orders would be fixed in the law.
Bye-bye, basketballs.
Wow, it's like the balls are intentionally dodging? Yeah, it's like they're intentionally dodging the targets. Okay, let's try this again.
Stop throwing it at an angle.
How else am I supposed to aim it?
By going straight down and see if that changes anything.
Yay! I got the first pin.
Yay.
But you lost the basketball into the machinery.
I don't know about that.
And you knocked over a... Jumped over now, forever law.
You know, there needs to be an achievement. An achievement made just for this.
For using a basketball?
I'm gonna guess an achievement called "But How."
Get 300
Bowl-
basketball.
Bowl a strike with a basketball.
I think there will be another achievement. Losing all called, well, now one game's useless. Where you use up all the basketballs on the bowling because I don't think you're getting those balls back. Yep, all the basketballs are not coming back, dude.
Everyone must obey the orders given by
Yep, you lost all the you're losing all the basketballs. You are going to make them all disappear, aren't you?
No, they're not gone. They're not gone. I can probably pluck one out of the back here. They're back there. I can see them rolling. I can see them rolling, and they are indeed Hayden. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. You know what? I think I know how to get them
allow a
loose.
human being to come to harm. Hello, world. I'm a human being. What are you?
Ah!
Full maximum attention. Nothing beats a good mistake.
I know what you're going to say to stop throwing them at an angle, but how am I supposed to throw these things? Honestly. Because there's no guiding line.
I wasn't arguing. This is a bowling ball. I'm not going to argue it with a bowling ball.
Well, why not? It has a face, doesn't it?
Plus, it's not human, it does not feel pain, nor can it be reasoned with.
And you got those basketballs permanently stuck back there. How does this make you feel?
Pretty good, actually.
A little disappointed it didn't end in a strike.
That too. And see, it knocked one of them loose. Come on. You gotta give me credit for that.
There should have been a... You earned the achievement. Wasted. For throwing all the basketballs behind the... For getting all the basketballs inside the bowling machine. And you're not getting them back, dude.
Yeah, it's getting late. I probably should go to bed as well. It's almost 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I need to get up early tomorrow morning.
The zero said to the one. Why
I
the
wonder
long
what happens
face?
when I throw the skee ball down the bowling alley.
Yes, ski ball.
For one
Oh,
final...
Knock one over. No.
It's tiny. What did you expect?
I expect a tiny powerhouse. I do, you know. Come on, you little basketball of glory. Yes, it knocked one
Why
down.
the long face?
Good job.
Great.
Great indeed, because I am awesome. Alright, if I bounce it along the ground, maybe it will sail toward the pins, maybe? But still, there's the problem of getting it to go straight. Ty, you understand now what I have to work with here?
Physics engines that make Surgeon Simulator look like a piece of cake.
Makes Surgeon Simulator look like Portal. Oh, I got two back. I got two basketballs back. Whee! That was almost a strike. I'm getting better at this.
Better, but okay. Most of those basketballs you're not getting back, dude.
Oh, some of them are going to come back. Wheel Girl, you worry way, way too much.
And stop trying to get a strike out of these basketballs. You're too bouncy for that sort of thing.
Hey, do not question the rubber. They are made of rubber, right?
Leather, actually.
You know, I just thought of something. Can I knock the pins over with the Pepsi bottle? No. But it does trigger the... It does trigger that little gate thingy. If I can somehow get the ball to roll instead of bounce... But yeah, therein lies the problem. It's just getting it to roll. Okay, lesson learned. The Pepsi can does not have enough weight to knock over one of the pins. Alright. May as well show generic GoldenEye rip-off and then call it a night. This was made, by the way, for multiplayer use. There are 6 FPS spec cabinets, which 5 of them I have repurposed for actual video games. And controls just feel way, way too loose. Okay, missile silo. Tell me that this was not meant to be GoldenEye.
I think it was meant to be GoldenEye.
Thank you. GoldenEye with a hint of Quake. Yeah, one last little run around and then off to bed I go. But yeah, this is actually made for multiplayer use, to where you can get. I don't know how many people that can come into the lobby, but it can be done. 6 people. Okay. And their form of customizing is a series of caps, of hats and stuff. Let's see, hard hats, fedoras, top hats, more hard hats. So I'll be a leprechaun. I'll be a little bastard, a little hornswoggle, if you will. Alright.